I've been feeling really overwhelmed lately. The type of overwhelmed where there is so much to do that it's almost easier just not to do any of it. And then you start feeling all tired. Yeah, that's been me lately. My name is Nevaeh Sousa, and I'm a procrastinator.
Wow.
So brave.
Oh my gosh.
You are so
It's not your
brave.
fault. It's a disease.
I've seriously been feeling super overwhelmed lately. I'm just having one of those times where I feel like everything's kind of a mess, and I started all of these projects that are half finished, and I had all these plans, things on my to-do list that I have not been doing. My to-do list is like 3 pages long, and I've started so many projects that I kind of gave up on halfway through. So after some self-reflection and hours of scrolling on Instagram, watching other people be motivated and do things while I'm scrolling on Instagram, procrastinating my own chores and projects, I decided it was time to spring clean up my life. I'm almost 1 year into adulthood. I turned 19 this summer. I don't want to go into my 19th year being overwhelmed by all of these unfinished projects and tasks half done. So this is my goal for the next couple of days. So I started off by taking my many vitamins and supplements, which I love. So good. Oh, I can taste it. Taking the supplements, first things first on the to-do list. They're gonna get me through the rest of this productive day. I've been putting this off for like 4 days, and I should have put this off because the date is approaching. I made a dentist appointment, and I'm not gonna be able to make it, so I have to cancel it. I don't know why this is so uncomfortable for me.
We are open Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays,
He didn't
from
answer.
8 a.m. to 5
Okay.
p.m.
Hi, this is Nevaeh Sousa. I made an appointment on the 23rd, but I'm going to have to cancel because I have some family coming into town. So just give me a call back and we can try to reschedule. I'm guessing for next month. Thank you. Why did I say that? I was expecting there to be a real person on the phone. When there wasn't, it caught me off guard. It's gonna be a really awkward voice message. Gonna have to reschedule. I'm guessing for next month. I need to go to the dentist building and break into their office and delete that message before they can get to it. You can't tell. It has been a while since I've gone through my fridge. I don't even know what is in that container. It was some sort of dinner leftover, but it's been in there so long that it no longer resembles whatever it originally was. What is this? Parsley? Oh. That has already started the process of returning to the earth from which it came from. Oh my gosh. No. This laundry has been sitting in that dryer so long, I think it has a rental agreement by this point. These are such small, simple little tasks that it should be the easiest thing to get out of the way. But for some reason, when you have a bunch of little tiny tasks, they all kind of compile on top of each other, and then it all looks like this big, long list of to-dos that I don't feel like doing. And that is a really bad habit, because once that stuff starts to pile up, your whole life feels messy, everything feels overwhelming, and you feel like you have no room to actually breathe or finish other projects. That is definitely an adult skill that I am still learning. So this, I've been getting a lot of comments about, but I've been putting off. I get a lot of questions about this wreath, because it kind of looks like a Christmas wreath. That is because it is. Yes, this is a wreath that I put up in December when I was decorating my apartment for Christmas, and it is still up on my wall. Finally, the end of an era. We're gonna take down the Christmas wreath. I'm gonna stop putting it off, or I could leave it up because it's red and that's like the 4th of July. I'm half tempted to just keep it up. If I keep it up, what is anyone gonna do about it? This right here is my display of free will. This is a protest. I'm gonna take it down. Oh no! This is sad. This makes me sad. I tried to replace it with this little dried bouquet of flowers I had. I don't really think it's big enough for the space, but it'll work. Next, I stripped the sheets off of my bed. I am crazy about clean sheets. I'm not about to sleep in sheets that might give me acne, so they were definitely due. I vacuumed. I mopped. I wiped down everything in the apartment, gave it a good deep clean. I even went around and watered all of my plants. I never mean to neglect my plants, sometimes I just forget, and a couple of them weren't looking too happy about that. This notepad is the most physical form of evidence I have of the unorganized mess that my brain is sometimes. Let's see if we can actually make sense of any of this. If I wrote it down, that means I clearly wanted to remember this thought as it popped into my brain. So let's see what we've got here. This just says yoga move which look like Twizzler. Oh, is that? Oh no. Oh, ow! This arm goes straight back. This leg rests on this arm. Oh my god. I can do this. Oh my god. Yeah, so I was convinced I had gotten off the ground enough for this to qualify. I'm gonna need a replay on that. We did not need a replay. I came off the ground. I apologize to any yogis watching. Paint a picture. This says make a schedule. That I did start doing and then I abandoned it and now I don't have a schedule, which is why I'm so unorganized currently. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Let's see, Monday through Friday, I work. We're gonna put down hours for working. Filming, photos, Instagram, this channel, second channel, editing, all the work I've got scheduled out here with hours. I've got days to clean, I've got days to exercise. I can have days where I have designated free time to go out and do things. And I'm gonna put this on my fridge and I'm gonna look at it. Every day I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna do what's written down there. Next I went through and I answered all of those emails that I had been putting off for a while. So I went through my entire inbox, but it only took me a few minutes because I don't get any spam emails. So I have a complete life hack for you guys. I don't get spam anymore. My personal information isn't anywhere to be found on the internet, and I have total peace of mind when it comes to my cybersecurity.
Wow. Tell us how. She must be so smart.
It is so much easier to do than you would think, but as much as I would love to take the credit, it's all incognito. They're the secret, and they are the sponsor of today's video. There is something called data brokers, and they are companies whose entire job is to find your information on the internet, things like social security number, phone number, addresses, and they sell it for profit. I personally have had things like my identity stolen, but there has been a huge uptick in recent years, and I think it's probably because it is becoming so easy for fraudsters and cyber criminals to gain access to your information. Things like people search sites also add a whole nother level of threat on the internet. It takes a simple search and anyone can have names, contact information, employment history, financial history, address, your family tree, which puts all of your loved ones at risk. So here's the loophole that the data brokers don't want you to know about. The data brokers have to delete your information upon request, but they know that it's incredibly difficult to do that yourself, borderline impossible, so they think they have outsmarted you. But Incogni will go track down your information, request it be deleted on your behalf, handle any objections, and keep repeating the process to catch the stuff as it pops up, and the entire process is automated. You never even have to think about it. I recommend Incogni's unlimited plan. With that, you can submit an unlimited amount of custom removals, meaning that if you Google your name and then something pops up about you that you don't want on the internet, you can go tattle to Incogni and they can fight the battles for you. Plus, you can add on extra family members so you can protect your loved ones as well. So take back your personal data with Incogni. Use coupon code NEVEA at the link in the description below and get 60% off an annual plan. This says crochet toy / hat. Instagram reel where I homeschool jungle freak. Oh, I remember what that was about. I had an idea for an Instagram reel. Never did it, but I wrote it down because I wanted to. I had the desire. A pie that looks like a Pop-Tart. Get into Pilates. Paint that picture. Homeless millionaire TV show. I honestly woke up at like 4 in the morning, walked out to the living room, got on this notepad, and wrote down Homeless Millionaire TV show because I had a dream. The Homeless Millionaire became the biggest TV show in the world, and it was my TV show. It could have been big. This just says Pickles Cage. Coffee bean with blank expression stands in front of flames. ... A brood awakening. I'm not totally sure what I was wanting to do with that information. Make an Instagram reel. That I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna make that one of the things I do and post on Instagram because I'm very active on Instagram. I post a lot of behind the scenes type stuff, just personal stuff going on in life. So if you have not followed me there, you should. I will put it in the description below. This just says voice note 86. Voice note 86. That's enough of that. I'm assuming this is me telling myself to go finish the song I was writing and learn whatever it is I was trying to play on guitar. This one just says, learn the fun dance. The fun dance? Oh.
I find it hard to think clean. Some days are easier to... I find it hard to think clean.
I worked on this for 45 minutes. So I might not be able to follow up on everything I have written down because that would just be ridiculous. But I've been wanting to get into a fitness routine. I would say my lifestyle is pretty sedentary, and since I'm trying to take control of my health, that's probably not the best move on my part. Diet and fitness kind of go hand in hand, so that's something I really need to work on.
When my up, down, touch the ground, it puts me in the mood. Up, down, touch the ground.
Plank tech up. I would like to move on now. The fact that this is as far as I can stretch is really sad. I used to be flexible at one point in time. Oh, I can't touch my toes. I feel like every muscle in my body just hurts every time I try to stretch it. I'm not gonna lie, it has been months since I have intentionally stretched or exercised whatsoever. I wonder if I can still do that thing where I put my foot on my shoulders. No, I cannot. Next thing I'm gonna work on is I'm gonna make some Instagram reels. So after filming a couple things to try to put some reels together, I finally paid a visit to a pretty skilled reel maker who happens to live right downstairs. How's the short making going?
I have like 5 audio lines right now.
Let's see it.
Look at that. Does that look cool? I know.
Fancy.
I know.
Alright, well, have fun. Next, I was on to the guitar. Oh, I'm pretty late. I don't know why I did that. No. Writing songs has never quite been my strong suit. I've always been more of a cover artist, but I did get some pretty good lines in. Got a little too confident, thought I'd try a classic. Yeah, this is a little out of my wheelhouse. I'm not gonna be able to get this as quickly as I thought, so I'm just gonna speed it up for you guys, and maybe it will sound right. This did not sound right. This did not do what I thought it would do. That's gonna sound so good. I will never attempt this again. I'm scared because of how the last call went, but I have to make an appointment. I have been doing some further research into some of my health issues. I definitely want to take a good look at my thyroid. There's been a couple of red flags that have come up, which I can get into in another video. But living in a very rural area, there are only a few options within like a 3-hour radius of where I live, so I'm hoping I can call this place.
If you'd like to hear new patient patient referral information, office hours, location, and fax number, please press 4. Endocrinology's fax number is 208-758-0076. If you are a new patient, please note we do require a referral that includes a recent chart note and any recent labs that may be pertinent. We look forward to being part of your care team.
So that was another failure. I don't want to have to go get another appointment just to get a referral for another appointment. Let's see. Maybe I can just call the other doctor. They're closed. It's 4 o'clock. Small towns, things close early. All right, well maybe this is something I tackle another time. Maybe I can call the dentist back and see if I can get a real person. I want to make sure they knew that I canceled my appointment. Let's see. Yeah, they are also closed. 4:03. All right, well, we'll do that another day. At least I tried. I did a little meal prepping. I literally just need to thaw a bunch of meat. I'm currently in the midst of a whole nother challenge, so this is dinner for a while. You guys will see what I'm up to in another video. This is gonna be a very interesting challenge, highly requested challenge, so we're gonna see how it goes. I went around and finished up some small tasks here and there. This is not helping my allergies. Okay, so I have got to do a mini photo shoot. Gotta get some promo photos. I gotta show off my my Wonder Bread shirt. Photo taking time. Can you go like... Do a masculine pose, go ahead. There you go. Those are actually really good. Thank you. So I continued to keep being productive, finishing up all of the tasks and little things I had on my to-do list, all of my chores that I kept putting off. Every time there was something to do, I just did it. No procrastinating. All right, let's debrief here a little bit. No! My to-do list broke. I've been using it so much. See, this is how productive I have been the past couple of days. I think I did a pretty good job. There's definitely a lot more on the to-do list. There's a lot more that needs to be done. I'm going to remain busy. This means nothing. I legitimately crossed a lot off of my list. Not this list though. This list, we're not gonna get into yet. All of those $1 million ideas, they're in this book. Some of the bigger things on my to-do list, more bucket list style stuff. We haven't even started to scratch the surface of this stuff yet. It can be hard to spark motivation in your life and to start getting productive when you're stuck in this rut of all of these different tasks just piling on top of each other and you get really overwhelmed. But we made progress. This is a lesson in adulting that I'm still working on. I've never been someone to really work by a set schedule and routine. I'm very sporadic. Sometimes that's great. It helps me a lot when I'm being creative. But a lot of times schedules and routines are needed, and that is an adult skill. So that is something I'm gonna work on. That's gonna be part of my self-improvement. Stop procrastinating, productivity. Now all I have to do is just figure out what this means.